In today's video, I will be doing an in-depth analysis of Shire plc. They are a large pharmaceutical company. The stock symbol for Shire is SHPG. Shire is currently looking attractive to me for quite a few reasons, the first of which being that it has a forward price to earnings of 9.3, which is very low. That's good to see that they're expected to significantly grow earnings, and that will lead to a future price to earnings that is definitely quite low. Their PEG is also just under 1, which is nice to see, meaning that they are expected to increase their earnings as well. Next, Shire has quite a few products, all of which are treatments and not cures, meaning that people need to continuously take them, which is good because most of the time, once they get a new customer, they will have that customer for quite some time. And so as they grow their customer base, they will significantly grow their revenue. One great growth space that I see for Shire is with Adderall and their other ADHD treatments, because if you think about it, not that many people over the age of 30 or 40 are on any form of ADHD treatment because ADHD has just started to be diagnosed more, and people who take Adderall or ADHD meds tend to take it for a long period of time, if not their entire life. So with the increase in diagnoses now, those will be customers that will continue to use Shire's products for potentially their entire life. So that will be a great future revenue stream for Shire. Shire also has a very strong pipeline with 5 recent approvals, 2 drugs in registration, 18 phase 3 trials, 9 phase 2 trials, and 5 phase 1 trials. So that is great to see that they have a solid future in drugs currently. Another great thing about Shire is that they currently have a price to book of 1.7, which is very rare to see in a pharmaceutical company. Additionally, they have a pretty low debt to equity, which means that their future growth will not be stifled by high amounts of debt. Shire has also been experiencing great top-line growth. In the last 2 years, they have grown their revenue by 77% and 29%, and before that, they were growing it at around 8% per year, which is really nice to see this high top-line growth for Shire. Additionally, they have a very high free cash flow margin at 17% right now, which means that a lot of the revenue that they have been generating and a lot of their revenue growth has all been going into free cash flow, which they can use for developing new drugs, making acquisitions, all sorts of things like that. So that is great to see. Taking a quick look at Shire's chart, you can see that they have fallen from highs in the 190s down into the 160s. And it looks like they have started to form a bottom, and in the short term should be going up. And I'm not investing for the short term, but I think that it is nice to see some short-term increase in price when you make an investment. So just from the chart, it looks like they are trading right near support and bounced off support and are going higher right now. I also think that people have started to move their money out of growth stocks in the information technology sector, which means that the growth investors are going to be looking for new stocks to invest in, and I think that Shire would be the perfect candidate for that. It's a growth stock, and it's in the healthcare sector, which has been beaten down, as well as a sector that performs well in times of bear markets, because people aren't really going to stop taking a life-saving treatment because they don't have quite as much money. So it's really a necessity. So that will play out well for Shire if the market starts to take a downturn. Healthcare will do well. I also think that since it is a growth stock, the money being taken out of infotech right now, which I think is going to continue because there's been a massive run-up in information tech. People are going to continue to sell a lot of that off, and they'll be looking for growth stock opportunities in other sectors, and I think Shire really is a perfect candidate for that, so that should add a lot of money flowing into Shire in the next few months. So in conclusion, I think that Shire is a great company because it has a very low forward price to earnings. It has consistently grown its revenue. It has a high free cash flow margin. It has quite a few solid products right now, and it has a very strong pipeline. So I think that they are going to generate strong future earnings and are a good buying opportunity in July of 2017. Thank you for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe.